I'm here now. So Enhanced Edition still only exists. Enhanced Edition still only exists for Silent Hill 2, unfortunately. Silent Hill 3 Enhanced Edition, I hope, will exist someday, but that's why the title is what it is. It doesn't quite exist yet, but we can hope. But I do have a mod called Combo Fix that does a few things. So the game originally only runs in 4:3 resolution. And that means that the best resolution you can run for the game is actually it's like 1280 by 1024. So this mod lets you run it at native 1080p and the FOV is fixed. Like normally if you stretch it to widescreen, everything stretches with it. This mod fixes that, so nothing gets stretched. However, there is something weird with the shadows, where the shadows look really pixelated and the hands look like little like shadow claws. You'll see what I mean when I actually run it. It looks so fucking weird, dude. But it helps. It's a good mod for sure. It definitely helps with the base PC version of this game. And yeah, just overall, I can't remember the last time I sat down and played 3. I think 3 is the one you always fall asleep for. What's up, Kendo? Oh, what the fuck? Dude, none of my sound effects are playing. Yeah, none of my sound effects are playing for some reason. You always fall asleep near the end of 1 and wake up midway into 4. Jesus, man, you miss all the good ones. That's playing. What's up with my samples then? Yeah, they don't even work if I manually hit play. Alright, let me restart my GoXLR app really quick. Dude, I need my sound effects. I'm gonna play them again. Listen, this is a precursor, but of course we're gonna play them again. The only difference is during Stamptober, I play them in a marathon. Straight, 1 through 4, or 1 through 3, or however we end up doing it. So, yeah. Alright, I restarted the GoXLR app. That fixed it. Just had to restart the app. Cool. Now it's actually working the way that it should. I was about to flip my lid, dude. I was about to flip my lid. I can't be having this, dude. But yeah. Let me make sure that my game still runs, because I have not run this exact shortcut of it in a long time. Make sure it works, and we're good to go. It was asking me to replace INI file settings. I don't know what was going on with that. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I think you did, but you didn't say exactly what you did with it. Salt? Okay, so the shortcut works. Cool. Okay, I have to restart the game. There was a mod update, so I went ahead and installed it. Let's see what that did, if anything. Exactly. See, Dave understands the type of obsession that I have. He understands. And it is Pretty bad obsession, okay? Alright, so the game does run. Cool, that's what I needed to know. Bum 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 bum. Fucking pizza. Oh, not with pineapple on it though. Oh no. Said, oh yeah, doesn't Separate Ways for RE4 Remake come out very soon? Like in 3 hours or something like that, or 2 hours? I don't want to play that just yet though. I'll probably play it on Friday. Yeah, I'll probably play it on Friday. Pineapple. You know what? I've never tried it. I should try it on stream. I should try pineapple on pizza because I've never had it. I just say that because that's what everybody says, okay? But I've never tried it. Listen, what's weird is I don't love the texture of banana peppers, but I love the smell of banana peppers. Like if banana peppers have been on a pizza slice, it makes that slice taste way better to me. And just a pizza coming out of the oven with banana peppers on it smells fucking amazing. I'm kind of basic with my pizza. I usually like pepperoni and spicy sausage. No extra cheese, just thin crust, pepperoni, spicy sausage. That's usually my combo, my go-to. I feel like that's pretty solid. Yeah, that is Hawaiian pizza. Or what we consider Hawaiian pizza here in the States. Because it has like tropical things on it, like banana and pineapple. Was getting rolled in the new Mortal Kombat earlier. How is it though? Like mechanically, does it play well? What's up, by the way, Sick? I got a... I don't want to talk too much about this, but I did get a promotion at my job. That went into effect. Last Monday. So that's cool. Yeah, man. I'm super happy about it. It's been a long time. I won't say it's been a long time coming, but I hard modded your Switch because it's the only way you can mod your Switch past V1. You have to hard mod. Oh yeah, because V1 you could soft mod if there was an I think I remember hearing about that exploit. Dude, you're out here climbing too, Dave. Corporate ladder, Dave. Come on, dude. Am I a supervisor? Well, my official title has the word lead in it, but no, I'm not officially a supervisor yet. But I did get I'll just say a decent pay bump, so I'm not complaining. So yeah. I ain't gonna complain. I'll take it. But yeah, I remember, Dave, when you first started that job, like all you kept saying was that it was the best decision you ever made. And I was like, that's a good sign. Like if you start a job and the first thing you're saying about it is that it's the best decision you've ever made, I'm like, damn, that bodes well for the future. Next thing I know, this motherfucker's out here traveling the world. He's not just traveling to his favorite local Mexican bar and watching football anymore. He's traveling the fucking world. This dude's been to like Tunisia and shit. Hope I don't get fired. No. You still hang out at the Mexican... Dude, Dave, someday when I'm feeling froggy, I should go up there and we'll go to that bar together. Someday. I've been hearing about this bar for like 3+ years. It was pretty easy though. You only have to really solder 2 components, but there are also little capacitors beside the CPU that are smaller than a grain of... Oh, I'm so bad at soldering, dude. So if you fuck up and accidentally take one off, there's probably a good chance you wouldn't be able to get it back without like a microscope or something. Yeah. This is not an excuse, but I would love to solder, except I have something called essential tremor. And what essential tremor is, and it gets exacerbated when I have a lot of caffeine in my system, if you try to hold your hand steady, you see that? If I really, really focus, I can get it still. But you see, like, there's still some movement. That's genetic. I can't do anything about that. So I lost the genetic hand lottery, dude. I won't be, let's just say I won't be a surgeon anytime soon, okay? But when I try to do something that requires fine motor skills, like I'm holding a board down or I'm trying to like very gently touch a soldering iron to something, that's when my hand starts doing this shit. And my dad has it really bad too, so I know that that's where I got it from. But hey, fuck it, dude. I can still do a lot of things that are tech related with no issues. Just soldering just doesn't happen to be one of them. That's okay. Oh yeah, my dad can solder like crazy. It's just it was a lot harder for him to learn. Same for me. Like I know how it works. Like I know how to tin wires, and I know how to I know how much needs to be on the tip versus how much needs to be on the wire that you're trying to solder. I know how much needs to be on like the, you know, the contact point itself and all these different things, but, and I know how to crimp wires and all that. It's just actually executing it. Soldered on a little flex PCB. Yeah, I was watching Wood. He was modding a GameCube or something a few months back, and he had a bunch of issues with it, but that wasn't exactly his fault. It was one of those weird ones where it's like a rectangular shape and you have to solder all around the rectangle to like 20 different contact points. So if you fuck up even one of those traces, it's like, damn, well, GameCube is bricked. I'm pretty sure he did brick one of his GameCubes as well doing that, if I remember right. A Xeno chip on a GameCube? Dude, PS2 mod chips were like everywhere in the mid-2000s. I remember that shit. You're supposed to be able to solder the board directly to the board. Oh, as in the chip directly to it. Yeah. Yeah, I remember, I cannot remember the forum name, but I just remember my dad was telling me that like, if you talked about, it was like not a dark web thing, but it was like a black market thing, you know, on gaming forums. If you talked about, you had to talk in code and you had to like secretly talk about modding systems, and somebody would just kind of show up in your private messages, or they would send you an email and be like, yeah, I offer modding services, dude. Like you'd ship your PS2 to them and they'd ship it back, and you'd have to like hope that they weren't a scammer that was just going to keep your PS2. Because they would take it and you would basically pay the money for the chip and a little bit on top for the service. They would take your console, chip it, test it, send it back to you. But it's like, it was all just basically under the table. You had no idea who the fuck you were dealing with. You had no idea who you were talking to. It was all very covert, you know? It was just through like random forums back in the day. But yeah, I had a friend who was like, dude, I'm going to mod he had an original Xbox and he wanted to mod it really bad. And I remember coming over to his house a few days after he had gotten the mod chip and just seeing it in fucking complete disarray, just completely taken apart on the floor. I was like, dude, what happened? He was like, I didn't know I didn't know what I was doing. I gave up. I was like, well, you say covert and intruder already plays in my mind. But that's how it was, dude. It was so like, it was so covert back then because like that was when companies were starting to learn about the piracy that was happening online. Like this was when I remember Sony had already put out like there had been a few news reports about Sony learning about mod chips and all these different things. So people were worried about like talking about it too openly online. So you had to be very careful about it. Like nowadays, of course, with these really old systems, they don't give a fuck because none of these games are new anymore. So they're not making any revenue on hardware, software, peripherals, otherwise, so they don't care. But just notice the LD hat. Yeah, man, I've had this one for a couple months. And oh yeah, you mean Encounter from MGS1, yeah. But yeah, it was just kind of a secret thing, you know. And you would go. What I remember was my dad was on eBay one time. And he wasn't looking for a modded system. He was just looking for a PS2 console only. And the person had put in the listing with special bonus inside. And we're like, what? Inside the system? And the way the guy had worded it was like so obvious that there was a mod chip, but he didn't want to outright say it in case there were like any legal ramifications. So he said all these weird things like there's a special bonus inside that will allow you to play additional software. And we were like, what the fuck? Like, bro, just say it at that point. Like, dancing around it and saying everything but the fact that it has a mod chip inside. Like, what a weird way to go about it. This was like 2008, but they were still selling PS2s at the time, so I guess you had to be a little bit more careful about it back then. Sent some pickies. Oh no. See, the Switch is so weird because it literally just looks like a phone on the inside. You bought yours in 09. Oh god, that was scary, dude. I almost leaked. Whew. That was scary. I almost leaked some shit right there. Oh. So this is the chip? Or is this the chip? This looks like the Wi-Fi board. This has to be the chip. Oh, this. Connects under the RF shield. Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, it's this. And then the RF shield goes over it, and then you put the... Yeah, okay. Here's the video out, or the USB. Then a ribbon cable comes out at the 2 silver bits in the ribbon. Oh, okay. How does this mod actually work? Do you just basically load games onto an SD card or something? I will say, I was probably one of the first people that had a modded Vita, but it was not at all for the reason that you would think. There was this thing called Henkaku, and you could use a game that was available on like PS Mobile. So it was this weird, not quite downloadable PSN game and not quite fully Sony mobile game that you could download and play on your Vita. They called it like Minis or something like that. It was like PS Minis. And there was one specific game that had an exploit where if you ran a direction and climbed up a ladder and hit a loading screen, there was an exploit during that loading screen. And I found out how to install it. Literally the only reason why I did it was to get Japanese versions of certain RPGs. And that was all the way back in like 2012 or 13 at the latest. And I had it for like 2 weeks, but there were so many limitations. Like you couldn't open the web browser. If you open the web browser, it would fuck your shit up. You basically could never have Wi-Fi enabled, because if you had Wi-Fi enabled, Sony would ban your console. So if you ever turned on Wi-Fi, they would detect that the software was messed with and they would ban you. So after like a month, I was like, okay, well, fuck this. It's like there's so many limitations that it feels like I don't even have a Vita anymore. So I just updated the firmware and kept using it stock after that. For Vita and 3DS, there's basically an eShop that you can download ROMs from the internet directly to the console. PS3 is the same thing. Switch does not, since it's current gen. They seem to be very defensive. Oh, Nintendo, dude. Not just because it's current gen. Nintendo will they will have your house raided and shit, dude. Isn't that what happened to the husband and wife that owned that one? Was it SNESO ROM or Cool ROM? I can't remember which one it was, but there was a family or a husband and wife that owned one of those ROM websites, and they basically had their whole fucking house raided. They had their server that was hosting the site stolen and everything. Yeah, I don't go to that part of the internet at all, dude. You know why I don't? Because not only are companies starting to get more serious about legal things related to sites like that, but you know, it's one thing to download like a PS2 or something ISO. It's another thing to get a Nintendo ROM that they could potentially want to sell on like their, you know, whatever they call their virtual... Is it still called a virtual console? I don't know. Like Nintendo seems to be gung-ho about... Oh, it was EMU Paradise. Yes, it was EMU Paradise. That was the site. They did not fuck around, and they got that site shut down. They sued the people that owned it, and I think they won. I think Nintendo won that lawsuit. They do not mess around with that shit. You click the link and it's one of those survey sites, yeah. Yeah, I had a friend on my Facebook that was like bragging that he got Tears of the Kingdom a week early on a jailbroken Switch. I was like, okay, that's cool and all, but why are you broadcasting this publicly that you did this? Like, this is not a good idea for you. It's just in general, okay? It's just in general not a good idea to post that you do things like that in 2023. You know, do that shit when you got like a VPN connected. Actually, just don't do it at all. How about that? I mean, if you want to do it, if he wants to do something like that, then cool, but it's like, don't broadcast it. Yeah, you know, so what people used to do, exactly what you're describing. When I was in school, I had this friend in grade school. He was kind of nerdy, a little bit like me, and we started talking about PlayStation, as in the very first PlayStation. He was like, yeah, dude, I've got binders and binders full of games. Like, you won't believe it. And I thought he just meant real legit games. And he's like, no, what we do is they went to this local place that we had in town and they rented PS1 games. So they would just go rent like 2 or 3 games at a time, bring them home, make a copy, and then they would just return the games and then they would have the backups to play. And they did that for like 2 whole years. So they ended up with just fucking binders and binders and binders and binders. Self-snitching is like the new drug. What's up, Jordan? But yeah, he wasn't fucking around either. He brought him to school one day. He had like 3 fucking stacks of CD binders. You know those old binders with like the 4 slots that people used to put all their music CDs in? Dude, that shit was full. It had fucking everything in it. Like the Final Fantasy games, he had all the discs, everything. And I just remember being like, holy shit, dude, this is crazy. And I told my dad about it, and he was like, yeah, don't get into all that. That's all he told me, is like, yeah, don't get into all that. He's like, don't mess with that stuff. He knew. He knew the dangers involved. Me sitting here with burned PS1 2 games beside me in a binder case. See, I'm telling you, dude. See, my family, the play was always, because we just in general didn't have a lot of disposable income to spend on games, we would basically buy maybe 2 or 3 new games a year, and they would be like massive releases, like Resident Evil 4. I remember we got Super Mario Sunshine when it came out, Wind Waker when it came out. We bought maybe 2, 3 games a year and just replayed them a million times. That's what we did. Even then, he knew not to fuck with Nintendo or Sony. Dude, who was that guy? Wu-Tang RZA? That hacker, Wu-Tang RZA was his name, and he did like a PS3 custom firmware in like 2009, and he got sued by Sony for that as well, didn't he? Let me see. I know because that was the name of his mod. Wu-Tang RZA hacker sued. Yeah, George Hotz was his name. Actually, no, that's not it. It was a different guy. But they did sue a guy named Hotz as well, George Hotz. And they won against him as well. They settled it. Look at this. Sony settles PlayStation hacking lawsuit. Sony dropped its jailbreaking lawsuit in exchange for promises the New Jersey hacker would never again tinker with the game console. Oh god, they said we'll drop the charges if you stop tinkering, bro. Those are the only conditions. You better stop fucking tinkering. Sony had convinced the judge to order HOTS to remove the hack from his website and fork over his hard drives to Sony for inspection. Yeah, tinker around and find out, for real. Sony also won subpoenas to HOTS' PayPal, Twitter, YouTube, and other accounts. The only benefit to Sony to pursue the trial would be to win unspecified monetary damages. However, Sony risked a lot more if it went to trial and lost. Yep, I remember all that too, the Christmas DDoS attacks. Are you talking about the Sony DDoS attacks? Oh yeah, they definitely stood to lose. Like, what if they sued just a single man and they won against him? Like, that would be so much bad publicity for them. Like, people would be fucking selling off their PlayStation shit en masse if that ever happened. Or just boycotting Sony in general. They sued a guy selling jailbroken PS4s in California in 2018. Like, Sony doesn't fuck around, dude. They've been suing people for hacking going all the way back to like 2008. GeoHot was the guy's name. Yeah, GeoHot. And then that very same year, Sony themselves got hacked. In 2011. Yeah, the 2011 PlayStation Network outage. It lasted 23 days. It went from April 20th of 2011 to May 14th of 2011. Approximately 77 million accounts were compromised and prevented users of PS3 and PSP consoles from accessing the service. Yeah, they actually gave me a few free games because of this too. All in all, it's his own PlayStation. He can do whatever he wants with it. Yeah, but the issue was he was apparently selling the hack on his website. That's where the issue came in. At least that's where Sony had an issue with it. Sony had an issue with the fact that he was selling it on his website. That was the main problem. Because it's one thing to do what you want with your own system, but it's another thing to start selling it for profit. I think that does kind of change things a little bit, you know. And he's literally profiting off of a data breach at that point, you know, that type of thing. He's profiting off of an exploit to their software. And that is a little bit iffy. On January 2nd, 2011, George Hotz successfully jailbroke the PS3 firmware, my voice just died. A day later, he started distributing the jailbreak through his website for a small fee. On January 11th, wow, they only waited 9 days. They filed a lawsuit for distributing software to jailbreak their systems on his website. On April 2nd, a group of hackers claiming to be anonymous declared Operation Sony. By April 11th, Sony had dropped the lawsuit with Holtz. 2 days later, the group released a video and text-to-speech calling for a day of Sony protest. Dude, this is like a straight-up fucking drama. Like, I guarantee them hacking PlayStation was a response to them suing this guy. I guarantee it was. It was so fucked up, dude. It was regarded as the biggest internet security break-in in all of history. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, internet break-ins could only be like 20 years old at the most at that point. Fucking internet didn't exist in like the late 80s, did it? Not to my knowledge. You hate to see it, man. That whole debacle was just fucking crazy. It was. For real, that shit was crazy. Not until Al Gore invented it, yeah. Yeah, that whole thing was just nuts. And, you know, none of us ever expected that None of us ever expected that things would go that far, but they fucking did. Yeah, wasn't there recently a hack on like the timekeeping app Chronos or whatever? Like a bunch of companies in the US use that for timekeeping, and there was a big hack on it earlier. Either last year or the year before, I can't remember. But I was always like, what a weird target, like a timekeeping software? Why would that matter? But apparently it had a lot of personal information attached to it from certain companies. So I was like, well, I guess it makes sense then. Anyways, what do you say we get to the game? I just started Silent Hill 2. I'm a dumbass. And yes, we are going to watch the intro. Be aware, this is a mature rated game. Oh, those 4x3 bars. Let's go. Bring back 4x3 for real. By the way, this mod does let me run 1080p with no issues. Love this 4 count. This part's probably gonna get muted, by the way. This song likes to mute the VOD. I don't know why. Man, this brings back memories, because when I started streaming all the way back in 2012, this was the only game my computer could actually run. And so I would just play this over and over and over and over. I would do like 3 story runs of it in a row in one stream if I didn't feel like ending that night. We're gonna go normal, since it's just a story playthrough anyway. But I'm excited. The only thing about this game is if you move to the right long enough, the cursor actually goes onto the other screen, so I'll have to be careful about that. Game. I think the game crashed. Yep, that is a problem. The game likes to crash. And I remember the last time it crashed so badly that I basically had to restart the PC. Like it wouldn't do anything until I shut down the whole computer. And it looks like that's what we're having right now. Wow, great start. Yeah, it just says not responding, but I can't get the window off of the screen. Trying to open another instance of Task Manager, but it doesn't work. Dude, what the fuck? What is going on right now? Let's try it. I tried the Alt F4. I don't know if that did anything. Looks like all that did was close my chat. Yeah, Alt F4 isn't working. What if I just try to launch the game again? Dude, holy shit, it is so busted. Let's try to launch Silent Hill 2. See if that'll work. Nope. Holy fuck. Well, I might have to restart my PC because it is completely and utterly fucked up right now. This is exactly what happened last time. We got like midway through the game and I had to restart the whole stream because the game crashed so fucking hard. Well. Okay. Well, give me a sec. I'll be right back. Okay. I think I might be good. I just have to reload some of my Twitch stuff. Oh, my GoXLR app isn't working either. Cool. Okay, that's working now. Get my chat back. All right, chat's back. I gotta get stream information and Twitch stats back. Holy fuck. Well, great start there. All right, I had to sign out and sign back in. before that finally fixed itself. Now let's actually try to launch it again, and hopefully it doesn't fuck up like that. Oh, Jesus, man. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's see. Dude, I'm trying. I'm trying. The game crashed so fucking hard. Looks like it doesn't want to launch now either. Let me drag Task Manager over here. So in case that happens again. Yeah, the game doesn't want to run either. Let me see. Yeah, it's not like running in the background or anything that I can tell. It just won't launch at all. Let me try. I think I had to run it as administrator, actually. Let me try that. Dude, I'm trying, dude. I'm trying. This game is not properly installed. Beautiful. Love it. Oh, I think I'm a dumbass. I think I was trying to run the wrong. Okay, yeah, I was trying to run the wrong one. I had 2 installs of it. I found it. All right, well, hopefully no more tech support. I fucking hate tech support streams more than anything. Please don't crash again, dude. Come on. Okay. It's actually loading. Oh, I think that happened. Okay. All right, we're good. And it's widescreen, so the mod is working. Yeah, I thought I was going to have to restart my whole fucking PC for a second. So I guess I'll just pretend I'll just sign out and then sign immediately back in, and that seems to close it. Like force close it. Damn, that looks good.
Where am I?
Looks like the noise filter's turned off. Yeah, it's definitely turned off. Oh, dude, every time now I'm going to think, there we go. That's how it should look. Wow, it actually looks so much better with that on. Actually, though. All right, cool. You can play the majority of this with keyboard. You don't even necessarily need to use the mouse, but you can. You can use the mouse, but you don't actually need to. Oh, she's just looking at the door, I guess. Yeah. Boxes of cookies and chocolate on display. I love this kind of stuff, but I don't feel like eating it here and now. Yeah, this game doesn't pull any punches. It gets loud, like, right from the jump here. This does have the same search mode. That 2 had. Where you press tab and you just move the mouse around, you can see pretty far in the distance. Yeah, some of the weirdest enemies right at the start here. Yeah. Well, you can actually just jump down the pit at the very, very beginning. Like just to the right of where you start, you can actually just jump down that pit. As long as you're not on easy. If you're on easy, you can't do that. The game doesn't let you fall down edges like that.
What a nightmare.
Bruce Almighty soup scene, not quite. One of the best songs in all of Silent Hill starts right here. Oh, did you see that? Yeah, where it's widescreen, you can sometimes see characters like freezing when they're technically out of frame, or when they used to be on 4x3, like she just did.
Dad, it's me. Yeah. Sorry I didn't call sooner. Yeah, I guess I was. Anyway, I'm coming home now. Oh, I didn't get that thing you asked me to.
Yeah, it's the mod. The mod changes shadows a little bit. You'll notice the fingers on the shadows are like claws.
I love you too, Dad.
You'll see that here in a little bit.
Heather, I need to
Yeah, I
speak
love
with
End of
you.
Small Sanctuary.
My name is Douglas Cartland. I'm a detective.
A detective? Really? Well, nice talking to you.
Hold on. There's someone that wants to meet you. Just let me have an hour. No, half an hour of your time.
My daddy always told me not to talk to strangers.
This is very important. It's about your birth.
They might have actually fixed the shadows.
I'm not interested.
They don't seem to look like that anymore. Yeah, they actually fixed the shadows. What the fuck? That's what that update was about.
Are you still following me? Do I have to scream?
Sorry. I'll wait here.
Yeah, it looks like they actually fixed them. You can see her hands don't look like claws anymore. Do we have an anime version of this? No. I don't like mirrors. It's almost like there's an unknown world on the other side, and the person staring at me isn't really me, just an imitator. I know how stupid that sounds, but that's how I feel. But if I keep thinking about it, it just makes me feel sick. Guess someone's in there. Yeah, it's occupied. Rude of me to keep on knocking, huh? The mark on this mirror, it looks so familiar somehow. What do I know it from? Where did I once see it? And why does my head hurt so much when I try to remember it? Yeah, we got quite a few results saves in here too. The first one, wow, November 2020, that would have been it right there. The first time I probably ever played this on stream recently. I always think about Dead Rising. Hey, they actually fixed the shadows. Look, she has individual fingers that don't look like they're gonna... Wow. Amazing. That was the most important thing that really needed an update, was the shadows. They used to look way worse than that. Yeah, not claw fingers. Yeah. I see what you did there. I'm picking up what you're putting down, dude. Yeah, now they're more like potato wedge fingers. Yes, her running animation is very, very weird. She's also running like I've got body armor on, but I guess that's just what happens when you're inside. Oh, no, there's the claw fingers again. Okay, I think they're not actually fixed. Look at them. Yeah, this is my favorite Silent Hill, bar none.
Stay back! Get the hell away from me!
Headshot, though.
What the hell is this thing?
Yeah, this one is not like 2 or 1 at all. It doesn't have a slow build up. It just kind of starts. It's not that I hate clothes, but this isn't the time or place. 2 boxes here. Again, you got the bloody footprints if you walk over the corpse, as you can see. I can tell from here that it's dead. Should I call the police? Not like they believe me if I said someone's been killed by a monster. It's definitely not human. I've never heard of such an animal. In no way is it a costume. Sounds crazy when you say it, but monster is the only word for it. But I don't think I'm crazy. What the hell is that thing on the wall there? Marguerite. Yeah, somebody, I forget where, it might have been on the Silent Hill subreddit many, many years ago, but somebody basically took a lot of the rooms from these games and blew them up in super high res. And they actually hold up like super well. Like the amount of just intricate detail that's on every individual wall in the first, or Silent Hill 2, 3, and 4 is really impressive. 2 especially had like the most detailed stuff of any of them. And a lot of the stuff looked photorealistic when it was blown up. We gotta go to Helen's Bakery. This is actually one of the dumbest things in any of the first 4 games. I'll come back here and I'll show you why in a little bit. Crispy toasted bread right to your very door. Everything on sale. Not this. Although I will say, some of the greatest writing in video game history. As we can see, there's bread in a basket, And if you examine it, she says, it's bread. This is the reason why we hold these games in such high regard. It's for writing like this. Mocking you for observing it? Yeah. It's bread, but I'm not really hungry, so I guess I don't need to worry about it. Oh yeah, I'm not actually saying the writing is bad. It's kind of like when Harry Mason walks up to the Bible and just says Bible. He doesn't even say it's a Bible or anything, it just says Bible. You're actually not even supposed to know that you need the tongs yet, but it's in this room. Down here. Something's fallen between the table and the floor. I think it might be a key. If my arms were a little longer, I might be able to reach it. There's a huge pile of cardboard boxes on the table full of books. It's way too much of a pain to move something that heavy. God damn it. Wow, that was jank. Yeah, it does. No, for sure it does. Plus, if you're ever too confused about what you can and can't pick up, just pay attention to what she looks at. The key on the tag. There's a tag on the key that says My Bestsellers. Again, like Silent Hill 2 PC, you can save wherever you want. Which is kind of busted. And it allows you to safety save anywhere, but that's just how PC games were at the time, okay? Oh yeah, with the bosses the way that they are, for sure. So in higher difficulties, some of these are absolutely insane. The puzzle solution here, you actually have to know the order in which the Shakespeare sonnets came out, or the Shakespeare plays came out. But in this difficulty, you just put the books together and the spines will tell you the combination. That seems to be right. $14.70. Yeah, you gotta be honest. The hard puzzles in this game are actually insane. Dude, every fucking...
Hey, wait, what's going on? Where is everybody? Those weird monsters?
This whole game I have memorized so much more than 1, 2, or 4.
Come to witness the beginning. The rebirth of paradise, despoiled by mankind.
What are you talking about?
Don't you know? Your power is needed.
How should I know?
I am Claudia.
So what?
Remember me, and your true self as well. Also, that which you must become. The one who will lead us to paradise with blood-stained hands.
Claudia, right? Did you do all this?
It was the hand of God.
You know, I was at a... I went to a concert a few years back in 2015. And there was actually there was a mom and pop game store right next to the venue. And they actually had the official Brady game strategy guide for Silent Hill 3. and I wanted to buy it, but I didn't have like a backpack or anything to keep it stored, and we had parked a pretty far distance away from the venue, so I couldn't buy it because I didn't have anywhere to store it.
What
But
does she want me to remember?
I wish I would have bought it, dude. Now I bet if I looked it up, it'd probably be like $100. The noise filter is off again. Why is it off again? Does it just turn off every time I go into a new... What? No way is it on. I don't see any noise on the screen, and I know there normally is some. The radio. What the hell is this doing falling down from the ceiling? Anyway, I guess that explains the static from just before. But if all it's picking up is static, I wonder if it's broken. Yeah, I'll look it up and see how expensive it still is. I'd love to actually own one.
Is this a dream? It's gotta be. Not even a kid could believe in this. But when am I going to wake up?
One of my favorite rooms is coming up here. Oh, nice, Doc. How long did that take, dude? It's this room right here. $60? Oh, God. Well, it's not horrible. I'd still like to own one. Yeah, I love the lighting in this room so much. Look at this. It's so great. The bed is stained dark red. Whose blood is this? Is there someone here apart from that woman? It's like a magic circle I remember reading about in a book on black magic. Does it seem so familiar because I read about it in that book? No, that's not it. It's not the book. It's from the altar. Altar? What am I thinking? There are books and magazines here, but I have no time to read them. Was easier than Rev 2 and RE4. Wasn't as bad as it looked. Oh, you already got the RE4 Platinum? Doesn't look like there's anything useful on the shelf. Let me try turning the noise filter off and back on and see if it actually enables it again. Because I know it's off right now. Yeah, that is off for sure. Now that's back on. Now it's on. Yeah, it was 100% off before. The noise filter is super important. Why does it keep turning itself off? Like, I can tell when it's not working. Yeah, now it's still on. Okay. Looks like it's gonna stay on now, so that's good. So here's something cool. Oh, fuck. I didn't realize you could actually grab it, even if you didn't see it. But yeah, usually you turn the lights off and you see that the flashlight's over here. L. What a weird key to turn the light on and off. Were you in the Discord when we watched that movie, Dr. Red? It was so bad. Remember, this is the one that was occupied before. Is someone actually in there? It's soaking with blood, but there's no one here. Did someone respond, or was it just me? So here's something interesting. So modders are awesome. And they found out how to re-enable this Easter egg here. So usually you can only do this on console if your memory card has a save file for Silent Hill 2 and your console detects that, then you can do this. But on PC it used to be impossible because there was no way for it to like read your hard drive. Now they enabled it in this version as well. It's full of filthy, muddy water. It looks like something's stopping it up. Will you remove the blockage? Yes.
Oh, forget it. This is way too gross. Who would even think of doing something so disgusting?
Jesus. She said that looking directly at me, dude. Disgusting. I'm not getting any closer. I don't even want to look at it. Yeah, obviously talking to you about James, but yeah, that's a fun little Easter egg. Yep, there's the man himself who's guilty of it. He'd reached straight the fuck in and grabbed that wallet out of there. He did not give a fuck. Here's where we first found that monster. As you can see, he's gone now, or it's gone. Hanger. And very important item, the bulletproof vest. The bulletproof vest lets us take more damage, but it causes us to run slower. That's the main issue with it. Or cause us to take less. Did I say take more damage? Take less damage is what I meant. Yeah, it lets you take the damage you're going to inevitably take for being slower. Yeah. You can strafe in this game. You could strafe in Silent Hill 2, but it wasn't as effective as this. You can also block in this game. If you ready the weapon and press shift, you can block. So blocking helps a ton. Rust Enhanced Edition, hell yeah. Ripped off RE7 with block? I don't think so. A ladder's hanging halfway down from the ceiling. If I stand on the table and stretch my hands out, I can't reach it. If only I had something long enough to snag it. Unknown 469, yes, I will absolutely be getting RE2 or Silent Hill 2 remake when it releases. Welcome on in, by the way, sir. Or ma'am. Unfortunately, I have to sleep when you're finally playing this. I'm sorry, dude. You can always catch the VOD, though. And hey, we'll be playing it again very soon for the October marathon, so don't worry about that. Oh yeah, yeah, this is my personal favorite Silent. Oh shit, you know what I just noticed, you guys? The chat is not showing up on screen. Let me fix it. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Let me fix it on this scene as well. And then on the be right back screen. A little peepo. Alright. Yeah, it wasn't showing because I had to sign out of my PC. But it should be showing now. So this line is missing because of a legal dispute. They did not own the rights to the voice acting from Silent Hill 1, so this line had to be deleted. Yeah, have a good one, man. We'll talk to you later. There's a few Harry Mason lines and also a couple of Lisa lines that were deleted from the game for that reason too, or at least this version of it. They're still in the PS2 version, but they're not in the PC version. For that reason. They did not own the rights. And Lisa's voice actress actually sued, or threatened to sue, and then Konami settled out of court. The Harry line is where he says it's being invaded by the other world, a world of someone's nightmarish delusions come to life. Oh yeah, we need the cook key. I needed to go upstairs. Let me see if it's whenever I save that the noise effect gets turned off. No? I don't know what happened earlier then, it just got turned off. For some reason. I love the lighting in these rooms, man. No. Well, I mean, I guess, yeah, but basically what happens is, who the hell would make something like this? Furthermore, who the hell would eat it? There's something in the dog's stomach. Whenever you're in the, I forget what it's called, Daisy something. Oh no, that's the apartments. It's that Hilltop Center. Whenever you're in the Hilltop Center, and the nightmare transition happens by that bathtub right before you meet Vincent. That's when the Harry line plays. The screen goes black and then the line is supposed to play. It's completely muted in this version. Any other Silent Hill games get crazy theories like 2, or is it mostly 2? Oh, absolutely. Silent Hill 4 has arguably the craziest theory of all of them, which is about the game's central theme being about circumcision. I mean, that story is infamous all across the internet for being one of the most wacky fucking fan theories to ever exist. This again. Looking at it makes my head hurt, but at the same time, it's like so familiar. I know I've forgotten something really important, but I also have the feeling that I'd be better off not remembering it. Yeah, there's not a whole lot else to be said about that. So anyway, Unknown. Yes, I will be getting the Silent Hill 2 remake. I don't personally think that it's going to outdo. Is the HD remaster that bad? Unfortunately, yes, it is. It is very, very bad. Voice acting replacements. Silent Hill 3, you can't even select original voices. Silent Hill 2, you can select original, but there are still some places where you still have to listen to the new voices. Very bad performance all around. Yeah, there's a few videos online about how bad it is, but really, I mean, if you just want to play the games and understand the story, they're okay, but they are very, very inferior versions of those games. If you really want to play them, in all honesty, go somewhere like myabandonware.com and check those out. Or if you have the PC version of Silent Hill 2, you can install the mod called Silent Hill 2 Enhanced Edition. But I am not going to tell you where to find those games. I'm just saying that myabandonware.com may or may not have them hosted. They've given us no official way to purchase the original game, so we have no choice. I still had my I think it was 2 discs for Silent Hill 2 Director's Cut, and then I have 4 or 5 discs for Silent Hill 3, but I've got all the CDs still. Yeah, I played the HD collection a few months ago if you wanted to see it, but it's really bad. Do I have the bleach and the detergent? Okay, cool. Yeah, dude, Silent Hill F does look cool. I'm excited for a lot of the new Silent Hill stuff, except for whatever that weird live action thing, or not live action, but that like interactive thing is supposed to be that the Dead by Daylight people are making. I'm not going any further. It's creepy and dangerous to boot. There's got to be a way. I can't very well stab them one by one. Some insecticide would do the trick. It's empty. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to mix bleach and detergent, and we are going to make I can't do it until I turn the vent off, I don't think. Mustard gas? No, but it is makeshift insecticide. I'm not a fan of Dead by Daylight, personally, but that's just me. A lot of my friends like it. I think it's a cool game to watch, but I don't like playing it at all. It feels very busted. Okay, so now we're going to turn the vent back on. This will kill all the insects. And it dissipates, so now we can get through. I used this to make gas earlier. Best not stick my head in too far. Who knows what's left in there? Chloroform time? Oh no. And I'm just going to say this. I thought for the longest time that Counter-Strike was one of the most toxic communities online until I found the Dead by Daylight community. Especially the Dead by Daylight community on Twitch. Some of the streamers are very, very toxic, and they like just spew personal insults at people that are better than them, and like they just have no sense of like, oh GG's, it's always this guy's a fucking he just abuses broken mechanics, and they just complain about it and scream and get mad. It's like, Jesus, man. If you're that angry about it, why won't you just stop playing? Why would something like this be here? This isn't a hospital. It's like at that point, you just gotta turn the shit off, dude. Heather trying to make some forget-me-nots. Excuse me. We need the moonstone. Walnut. There's a sort of vice here. No nut in the walnut shell, just a jewel. Moonstone. What is going on here? The stain on the restraint is shaped like a human. I don't even want to think about what this platform was used for. Oh, it's our boy Joel. We haven't seen Joel in a hot minute, dude. I was beginning to think he was gone forever. Let's go. This pattern looks like it could have been drawn in blood. I bet it's some sort of cursed symbol. No wonder my head hurts and I feel so awful when I look at it. Starting to lose my voice. I need some water. You know what that means. Time to chug. Never mind. This game has a lot of reading. I'm going to need to save some of that water for later. What is this? Trash? No, it smells different somehow. Like blood or rotting meat. So this might be... It is, yeah. It's Doug Walker. Nostalgia critic / that guy with the glasses, yeah. Ooh, nice try. I think they're thoughts. Yeah, I think they're just thoughts. What is that? He just did fucking tailspin. Oh god, what you mean Forspoken? Is that you're talking about Forspoken? That game was so shit, dude. Red Crescent. Something's written here in the same color, red. Piling up on the 300th day and night from beyond the door. Crescent. Fuck. Piece of shit. Just put the stone in the door, Heather. We don't have time to read this. I wish I had time to read it, but unfortunately. Oh yeah, we haven't. I gotta reload. Okay, that was really stupid. Almost fucking died. Dr. Red, no, not for your amusement. I'm not gonna throw myself off the edge for your amusement. Yeah, the bosses in this game are pretty weird. Silent Hill Gyarados. That's what somebody in here said once, and now I can't get it out of my head. That's a very long story, Dr. Red. That is a very long story. And one that I don't know enough about to go into the full details. Actually. I wish I knew the full details.
What? It's the shopping mall just like before. Am I back?
What's it? Oh, see, the noise effect is off again. It keeps turning itself off, dude. Maybe it's whenever a major cutscene plays. Oh god, please. Okay. That crashes the game. You gotta make sure not to change the full screen setting. I have to keep turning this off and back on. What's up, a space monkey? How you doing? Your name sounds familiar for some reason, but it's the first time I've seen you around these parts. Hope you're doing well tonight. What's cool about this? Oh, I guess it just didn't turn back on that time. Cool. Maybe there is no noise filter here. It's possible. Because I know that one of the unique parts of this game is that the noise filter is different throughout. So sometimes they may just have it disabled. I'm chilling. I'm doing great. This is my favorite Silent Hill game by far, so I always have fun playing this one. So you can actually go back to the table that she was asleep at. Right here. This is where I was sleeping earlier. Hell, I might still be sleeping here for all I know. I wish I were. The Happy Burger, which funny enough is Happy Burger is actually in Silent Hill 2. You just see like the actual restaurant. Crisp SH3, yeah, this is a mod for the PC version called Combo Fix. It's not actually Enhanced Edition, but it's a mod for the PC version that makes it 1080p, so it's widescreen, and it just looks great. Looks really, really good. I'm happy. And it's my favorite Silent Hill, so what's there to complain about? I'm a happy man.
It's you.
What just happened?
You must be one of them.
What did I do? And what do you mean by one of them?
You're in on this with that Claudia, aren't you?
Claudia? What about her? She asked me to find you, that's all.
So you are one of them.
Claudia did all that? Look, I was just hired to find you. I'm not on anybody's side.
I don't know anything about
I don't know
this.
anything about this. Why don't you start by telling me what happened here? And that monster. What the hell was that?
Shattered memories enhanced. Oh
I
no.
don't know any more than you do. All I know is that things are getting really screwy around here, and I got a weird feeling it's got something to do with me. Maybe you're just an innocent bystander, but I can't feel sorry for you because you dragged me into this. You know, if you hadn't found me...
Oh, that's a new game plus thing, Hot Sauce, where he can be in like the boxer shorts with the hearts on him.
What's so special about you anyway?
I always say that, dude. Sharded memories.
That I wouldn't be so
I feel like
confused,
Dr.
would I?
Red's saying that on purpose. He knows how bad it is. He knows.
But I know there's something.
I played the PS2 version. It was not that good. The Wii version is
I've
better.
been running from and forgot for a long time. How did I remember that?
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Where are you going?
I'm taking the subway home.
What should I do?
Hell if I know.
Cause I'm a purist, Hot Sauce, I like to play the game's new game. I don't like to do extra new game. And if I do, I'll put it in the title. Okay, the noise filter is not off. I'm just blind. Or not blind, but I think they had it disabled like intentionally before. I can see it's back on now. It's just pretty low. If I'm doing doggo ending, that's a hot take, Doc. In all honesty, I truly and honestly think Sharded Memories is easily and the best and most original SH game. There's a doggo ending in this one. I did the doggo ending of Silent Hill 2 2 nights ago. I did not know. I don't think there's a doggo ending in this one, unfortunately. There's a newspaper left on top of the ticket machine. Fatal accident at Hazel Street. At about 11 p.m. on the 4th, a man waiting on the platform at the Hazel Street station fell onto the tracks and was decapitated by the arriving St. Renata College-bound train. The victim died instantly. While police have not yet determined whether the death was an accident or suicide, witnesses report that the victim did not look inebriated and seemed to jump off the platform deliberately. The victim's identity is unknown. He was approximately 40 years old, 5 feet 10 inches tall, and was wearing a black jacket. This newspaper is 4 months old. What's it doing here now? Yeah, the so-called noise blind. I never played an SH game. It's showing. Damn, got him. A space monkey may have just got here, but they are spitting hot fire already. Yeah, we're just gonna refer to it as Sharded Memories. I do think it's the Western developers' best attempt at a Silent Hill game, but no, obviously I can't in good conscience say that it's any better than 1, 2, or 3, or 4. It's the perfect and only good one. Hey, you should hang out on the Silent Hill subreddit. They like to broadcast their opinions by saying that they have the one and only true and correct opinion about everything. The chains holding the doors together are secured with a bolt and nut. The nut is screwed on tight. I can't turn it with my hands. Yeah, we're gonna find a tool for this. It's better than that game Uncharted. Honestly, just shoot the bolts. Shoot the bolts, shoot the locks. I don't care if the lock is broken, you should be able to get in the door easier, actually. That's not an excuse, Heather. It's a bullshit excuse. Oh, he was going for it. You guys ever see the first Saw movie? I felt that way about it too. Like, dude, just shoot the chains. Like, especially whenever Adam got Zepp's gun at the end. Like, bro, just shoot the lock off your chain and you're free to go. That's literally all you have to do. Instead, you tried to shoot the wrong guy, you got zapped, and then you threw the gun somewhere where you couldn't get it. Like, come on, dude. What were you thinking? Uncharted is so overrated. Poorly acted movie game that gets praised. Oh, you mean the Tom Holland or whatever? Uncharted? If you don't agree, you obviously didn't get it. Try reading a book sometime. Can't talk anymore. I'm banging the hottest person you could ever think of and driving 6 supercars, by the way. You forgot that part? 4 supercars, 1 for each limb that I'm driving right now. Alright, best weapon in the game. It's a gift-wrapped box. Could it be a birthday present? No, I guess not. Nobody I know would give me something this gross. But I'll take it anyway. It should come in handy against the monsters.
That's special.
Appreciate that follow. Yeah, look at that. Look how sick that looks. Oh, here's Buddy Boy. The fuck out of here, Buddy Boy. Oh yeah, we gotta go down here. Looks so sick with her shotgun, dude. Yeah, I've seen that that fucking video where he plays like the really shit version of the Enter Sandman riff. I think he ends up by saying, "So yeah, you're gay," or something like that. Oh, Xbox Live back in the day. Alright, so we can see this door. Obviously, we gotta go through it. Oh, did you see that fucking dodge right there? Dude, I think I might have died. That took too long. Can I make it? Okay. I don't think any of the Silent Hills have randomizer mods. I might be wrong. If any of them do, it would be 2. 2 seems to be the game that has the most mods like that. Pro gamer move, yeah. Fucking up the climb on the platform 4 times in a row. Professional. Love this sound. I see a lot of people on their first playthrough get lost in the subway. It is a bit of a maze if you don't know where you're going. Oh, I actually need to use one of those. I'll show you guys a funny death here in a second. A lot of people don't know about. I got lost in the subway my very first time, so it's understandable. Shit's a bit confusing. Subways are pretty simple. Walk to desk, infinite vegetables, choose a meat, and go on with your day. I mean, you're not wrong. All right. So, the sauce makes this, you know, Space Monkey. Sometimes something's on the tip of my tongue and then somebody just speaks for me. You just spoke for me. You gotta get that Chipotle sauce when you're at Subway. Are you kidding me, dude? Southwest Chipotle? Fuck yeah. I get that on my steak and cheese. Okay. Let me save and I'll show you guys this. Don't skip on the jalapeno. Hell yeah. Okay. So you can actually go out the back here. And you can step forward. Not advisable. And here's why. Why that's in the game? I honestly don't know, but it's hilarious. Oh, please don't crash. Oh, okay. I thought it actually crashed. Dude, the sound completely cut out for me. I thought it actually crashed. Chipotle sauce is top tier. Fuck yeah. That symbol's drawn on the floor. Hope I don't get cursed just by stepping on it. Ranch? Oh no. I'm not a ranch fan. I'll tell you that. I like, actually, you know what? I like a certain type of ranch from Taco Bell. Their spicy ranch is okay, but it has to be with, like, I don't like to use it as a dip for things. Like, I'm not that much of a fan of ranch. It's alright, but fuck, I tried to block that. Oh. Yeah, there's a Chipotle ranch. Look, anything with the word Chipotle in it, I fuck with. I'll tell you that right now. You've never been to Chipotle, Unknown? You gotta go, dude. You have got to go. It's great. Oh, I love these, man. Just imagine this situation. You have these fucking monsters. You're running through this train. It's pitch black. I love the sounds, too. You don't even know where the train is headed. Worth the difficult trip to the bathroom. Oh yeah, you never know what it's gonna do to your insides. That's Taco Bell for me. When I get Taco Bell, look, I get Taco Bell knowing that I'm going to be in the bathroom suffering. That's just a byproduct of getting Taco Bell. And if you're not comfortable with that, you shouldn't order from there. Okay? Or go get it. You know, if you got food delivery, that's an option, but certainly don't eat inside if you have that issue. That old pattern's painted in here among the graffiti. It looks like it was just put here too. But by who? And why does my head? I don't like the way she says, but by whom? So I don't read that part. Hot dog, onion, hot dog, or pickle water will get the job done. Onion water? Ugh. You know, people that just straight up drink pickle juice out of the bottom of the thing too. I know that it's good for you and shit, but it's like, that couldn't be me. Could not be me. There's enough sodium in 1 teaspoon of pickle juice to kill you? For real? I'd believe it. We're about to come up on one of the coolest weapons in the game. Nice try, idiot. For some reason, my brain is telling me I should go left here, so... Oh god, I officially got lost, I think. Nope, we didn't. Okay. Whew. The mall. Look at this. Fucking huge ass mall. The side of the locker is badly bent as if something hit it very hard. As a result, it's impossible to open. You guys hear that? There's blood seeping out of the bottom of the locker. Is there something inside? I sort of want to take a look, but the locker door won't open. Ah, it's better that way. It's not as if there's anything good in there. They are not. They are not DT990s. They are Sonys. The Sonys are just plain better for streaming. I'm sorry. I love the 990s, but these are just plain better for streaming. What is a good pickle to eat by itself? Missed the reference, huh? Oh, are you referencing Doc coming in on his sock accounts and asking me about things that he knows will get a response out of me? No? Your first messages? Oh. Jesus, dude. It was 3. Yes. Oh, yeah. And then you said, dude, I respect your headphones because you found out they were 1990s. I do remember that part. Wine in a place like this? Well, I suppose it is dark and dry. Only one of the bottles is empty. I was in the hospital when you came in, by the way. I do remember that part. One given freely by those that don't like pickles, aka perfectly fine people. Fried pickles sound good, but... Hey, what's up, Gavin? Yeah, this game brings back memories for me too, Gavin. Including you watching me like 10 plus years ago. Dodged. Three egg sandwiches with a spoon. I need to find... There should be 2 long hallways. Game crashed. Oh, I thought it actually crashed, dude. Yeah, dude, throwback. Oh. Oh, medicine, I can actually hydrate for you. I'm doing it. Please. I did it. That was for you. Twitch staff says hydrate or else. He said, or you will be terminated. Something scribbled all over the blackboard, but it's faded and hard to read. It doesn't look important anyway. What? I didn't put it on cooldown, unless they changed it. The locker is filled with junk. No, it's not junk. It looks like somebody's stuff. Yeah, I didn't change it. I didn't make hydrate more expensive either. What the fuck? Did you modify my emote, Dave? Did you modify my emote? It's got 30 minutes of no clicky. I didn't do that. I was not the one that did that, I don't believe. Mag has editor privileges. Maybe she did it. There's some kerosene left in the heater, looks like. If I had some sort of container, I could take it with me. Oil-filled bottle. No, you can't, I don't think you can, Dr. Red. I don't think you can change it even if you are a mod. My dream of forcing a streamer to have to wear a adult diaper. Well, I have many questions, but I'm just gonna save those for now. There's a hoist here, but how do I get it to work? This might be the fuel tank. There's nothing in it, though. It's so weird. A fucking giant winch system that runs on kerosene. Like, what the fuck? I don't think anybody in here has even 600,000 channel points. I think the highest is Mag or... oh, you were just trying to... I thought you were trying to say that's how much it should cost to do that. Because it's evil. I thought you were making a clever pun, but okay. But yeah, thanks to that thing, all the water's finally drained out of the hole. Looks like I'll be able to get down there now if I can stand the smell, that is. I love the sound of the steps down here. That's a great shot as you go across the bridge. Not pressing shift hard enough. I'm fucking slamming it, dude. Oh, you weren't when you... Okay, I see. Yeah, so... the funny thing about the HD collection is the sounds are so fucked up in it that not only do the enemies make the wrong, like straight up incorrect sounds, but they also play at incorrect speeds. Hey, welcome on in on your main, Dr. Red, with the sword. I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys when we finish with some of that fucked up stuff. Also, look under the bridge as I go across here. You see that? This is kind of a throwback to the sewers in 1. There's a lot of references to 1 in this game. We even find some of the notepads that Harry Mason was saving on in the first game. And here's another one, is these sort of carousel horse-looking creatures that are in the water. Some of these were in 1 as well. So that's why they're in the water in this as well. Second ampule. A dryer. Now that's a lot of garbage. Where the hell did it all come from? I guess this is all the stuff that gets tossed out into the sewers. I'm just wasting my time looking around here. I better get going. Even so, it really stinks. It's going straight from my nose to my head. Aw, nobody broke that up. What kind of machine is this? It looks like it doesn't work anymore. You tried, Dr. Red. It was an admirable attempt, okay? It's a broken clock. This is from the sewer too? And now if you look, it's gone. He is lightning fast on the pyramids, dude. Lightning fast. Alright, this is interesting here. Danger, keep out. This was probably pasted on that door there. I can see where it fell off. There's something written on the notebook. There's a monster in the water. The bastards killed 2 of my buddies. I should never have doubted that old urban legend about alligators in the sewers. That was no myth. But no one believes me. They were drunk and slipped. We're not that damn stupid. Even calling it a monster isn't quite right. This is something else. All I know is something's in there. I'm going in now to beat that thing's head in. If you find this note, consider it my will. Revenge is futile, or so you may think reading this, but Jose and Jaime were my best buddies. Wish I knew how to do the deed. Guns won't work underwater. Even my famous knife work won't do much. If only I had a hand grenade. What are you typing, Dr. Red? Holy shit. So, the way that we're gonna kill it there's an outlet here, is by plugging in a hairdryer and throwing it in the water. Got him. Throw a pipe to the lady in the sewer later? Yeah, I know we can't do it now since I selected new game, but... Oh, I didn't even... Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll do it. Fucking pipe fairy. Such a Chad Crouch. Dr. Red is having... He got the plat on RE0 and he is on cloud 9 right now. He is on cloud fucking 9. By the way, did you guys see that Heather Mason edit that Malum put in the chat? That was actually really cool in the Discord. It was only like 20 seconds long, but it was actually really well edited. Your right bicep hurts from spamming too hard. I love the sounds in this area here. So there's a silencer you can find. A lot of people think it's a reference to Metal Gear Solid 2, or just Metal Gear in general, that there's a pistol silencer you can find, and it could be, since they were both published by, or both developed by Konami. Roofied Doc's Rockstar energy drink with all the melatonin? Oh no. Listen to this. It's a plain old wash basin, nothing special about it. It's a toilet. I thought this building was still under construction, but it looks like this has been used. Right here. The wall's color looks a little different here, and the material's different too. It might break if it's hit hard enough. Yeah, so like this is kind of how in the basement of Shadow Moses or whatever, you can blow up that one piece of the wall. Because it looks and sounds different. And then when you break it, there's a silencer. A filthy mattress. Will you drop it into the hole? Is there a fetus in that sink? PT prequel? I'm not gonna lie, dude. The PT obsession got a little out of hand for a while. Hey, what's up, Delmar? Long time no see. Well, no, you were here just a few days ago. What am I talking about? Yeah, the PT obsession got a little bit out of hand for a while. Like all the games that were trying to copy it. You mean Japanese Metal Gear Marathon? Yeah, that'd be fun. MGS1 in Japanese was awesome. I did like about Downpour was finding customs that you could change whenever. What do you mean customs? Oh, costumes. Okay, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I played Downpour recently. It's pretty bad. I mean, it was fun just as a stream game. But pretty bad game overall. Very bad, in fact. This is the only mannequin with a head. There's something weird about the headless ones. Like they can still see me or something. Ick. This is blood. Yeah, look at that. And that was actually her voice. Just get to the stairs, okay. A little bit risky. Actually, I think I think there's something on that floor that I need, just not yet. I need the screwdriver before I can actually get it open anyways. We're about to meet Vincent, one of my favorite cutscenes in the whole game. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the auto parts, we have to unlock that one, but we can go in through this side. And the monster, dude, the monster designs are so fucking shit. It's literally just people. It's just like zombified people is all they had as far as a concept. And those spinning things are the only semblance of like a decent monster design. But everything else is just shit. Yeah, we're gonna unlock this door. Oh, it was this one. And then the screwdriver's in here. The box is filled with useless junk. I don't need any of that. One of my favorite weapons is coming up here as well. Oh. It's a poster for an upcoming exhibition. Not very interesting if you ask me. Here we go. The Hattori Hanzo. Screaming Samara looking girl and WWE wrestler looking masked dudes, yeah. Okay, so now we have to go back down. And we're going to use that screwdriver on a drawer that's stuck. And we're going to get some rope, and then we're going to go down a floor, and we get to meet Vincent very shortly after that. You know, I was also watching a video about how Akira Yamaoka, even the guy who is famous for doing such good soundtracks, he actually doesn't know a lot about Silent Hill. There's an interview with him where he was talking about Homecoming, and he said Homecoming is unique because it's the first game that actually that starts not being in Silent Hill, and then the character goes to Silent Hill later. It's like, what? We're not in Silent Hill right now. And you don't go there at all in 4. This is the producer of Silent Hill 3, by the way, that said that. Amazing composer, I'm just saying. In that instance, he showed he really doesn't know a whole lot about it. The drawer's open just a smidge. It must be rusted or something. I can't pull it out any further. All right. What the hell is that emote, Kendo? The elevator doors are open a little. Space is too narrow to be of any use, though. All right, so what we're going to do is we are going to... I think we have to combine these. No, we have to use the jack only. Then the rope.
That's special.
Appreciate that. They just taped it. They straight up taped it to the vending machine. That old familiar pattern is on a piece of paper stuck to the vending machine. Who the hell put it there? It's not like it's the latest fad or anything, right? The rope has a lot of meaning in game because you can use it as a rope. Oh, I thought you were going to go into like a 3-paragraph long diatribe about what it symbolizes. But I guess we're not on the Silent Hill subreddit, so there's no need for that. A dog figurine. It looks real enough to bite. A bathtub display. There's a dark red stain on the bottom. Okay, so right after this cutscene, there's a deleted Harry Mason line, again, because they didn't own the rights to the performances and they didn't want to get sued. It's in the PS2 version, but it was deleted from the PC release. So you'll just hear it says absolutely nothing. I love the Shattered Memories soundtrack, dude. I think it's great. Especially the ones with vocals. Holy shit. Hell Frozen Rain. What a great song. See?
No, not again. Did she do this too?
Sometimes I feel like between playing a complicated game and interacting with everyone in chat, you don't memorize everything I've ever said. Oh. Most of the monsters in Downpour had the facelift look, literally had the skin on their face pulled back, looking all surprised and shit all the time. Yeah, and that's all they did. They did nothing special. The mummy-like thing in the wheelchair is just a doll. Or is it? Something about it makes me uneasy. Why, I wonder? I don't know what kind of plant this is, but it's withering away. Poor thing. Oh, there's something here. Find the Holy One. Kill her? That's me. Who could have taken this photo? That's really creepy. Where we're going, we don't need ropes. Alright, I'm getting my shit off the screen for this one. This is one of my favorite cutscenes in the whole game. So enjoy.
Heather. That's what you're called now, isn't it?
And who are you?
The name's Vincent. Don't forget it, okay? I'm on your side.
So you say. But how do I know you're not with her?
Her? You mean Claudia? Please don't lump me together with her. She was totally brainwashed by that crazy old hag. Well, I guess crazy old hag is a bit harsh. She is your mother, after all.
My mother? What do you mean?
You don't remember? Ah, so Harry didn't tell you anything. I guess he hid the truth to keep you on his side, eh? That figures. He's a pretty sneaky guy.
Don't talk about my dad like that!
Sorry. I apologize. Please, calm down.
How do you know my father anyway?
I know everything. I know about your past, too.
Then tell me what's going on.
You don't know even that?
That's why I'm asking. If you know everything, then tell me how I can put an end to this.
Not yet. Why not enjoy yourself a bit longer?
Enjoy? I feel like I'm going crazy. Doesn't this place get to you at all?
Oh, it gets to me all right. I find it Most fascinating. Wait! I'm not finished talking!
I knew you were on her side.
How do you figure?
There's something wrong with you, too.
Look how bored she gets when you don't move for a second. Just a second, dude. Is that Kit Harington? No. Yeah, it feels like, you know, SH1, 3, and 4 don't get really much. It's mainly just like endless and forever pervasive obsession over Silent Hill 2. It feels like that's the majority of what the community ever wants to talk about. There's a junior high school chemistry book here. When you pour diluted hydrogen peroxide onto manganese dioxide, oxygen is produced. Although oxygen will not burn things on its own, it will help other things to burn. Oh, you piece of shit. I haven't healed at all. I need to heal. I'm actually going to go to the first floor, because there is something I need to get out of here. I think this one's locked. Nope. We need to get this liver out of the fridge, because this is what we're going to burn. What are you doing? Okay, Jesus, that almost could have been bad. I could have got stuck there. The book's lying here. Looks like a fairy tale. Once upon a time, there was a monster living at the gates of a village. It was a very scary and a very bad monster. It would catch people and crunch them up with its big teeth. The villagers were afraid of the monster, and no one would dare approach the gates. Everyone was stuck inside the village. When the king heard about this, he summoned his knights. The knights eagerly rode out to defeat the monster. Their swords slashed and their spears flashed, but the monster wouldn't die. The monster tossed the knights into its mouth one by one, horses and all. What was the king to do? He fretted and fussed and paced the floor, but could think of no solution. Soon after, the village priestess came to the castle. She was a very kind and good person. The king asked her to defeat the monster guarding the gates. The book's torn, the rest is missing. I remember reading this a long time ago. I think I borrowed it from someone. I don't remember how it ended, though. Didn't I read the story through to the end? Is this the monster from that book? If it is, I don't watch myself, it'll gobble me up in no time. I can't tell where its mouth is, though. I think it's 5, actually, that I need. Yeah. We probably get Silent Hill 1 Remake if 2 gets good feedback, and by that I mean money. Yeah, it's actually not making any sense we get 2 Remake instead of 1, but this is the most popular one. Konami wants money first. Yep. And you know what's going to happen if it doesn't sell well? They're going to blame us. They're going to say, well, why would we make a Silent Hill 1 Remake? Silent Hill 2 Remake didn't sell well enough. This is your guys' fault. That's because that's how Konami operates. They are going to blame us if it doesn't do well. 100% guarantee. They will 100% blame us if it doesn't do well. I need the lighter. I need the lighter. It's in this room back here. Or matches. Yeah, matches. So I've got Oxidol. That's the peroxide in the liver. And then the match. I think that's all I need to burn this, I'm pretty sure. If I also need the manganese dioxide, I don't know where that is. But I'm pretty sure that's all I need. There's a caption under the picture. Flame purifies all. By these remains may a person find the road to paradise. I've seen this picture before. No, wait, I've never seen it, but I do know it somehow. Yeah. To some Silent Hill fans don't deserve Silent Hill for complaining. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people said that when the remake got announced, and people were not too happy about the fact that it was 2, and then they were talking about all this merch, and they were talking about Pyramid Head merch and statues, and basically it was just like the Silent Hill 2 fan service show for a while, and people were like, wow, that was predictable. What might this be? The rest of that fairy tale I read earlier? Don't try alchemy at home. The priestess accepted the king's request and went to the village gates, but when she saw the monster, she tried to convince him with words instead of killing it. Shut up, you, I'm going to eat you up. The monster didn't listen to a word the priestess said. But she kept trying to convince the monster to give up. It's wrong to eat people, you know. The monster grew very angry at this and attacked her, killing her with a single mighty blow. Oh, shit. I hate getting knocked down by these because it takes so long to fucking get back up. Oh yeah, they really flaunted the Pyramid Head merch, dude. They had like 2 different statues. And the most hilarious part to me was they literally told everybody, you need to buy 2. They had this one Pyramid Head statue, and they said, if you want to recreate the boss battle, you need to buy 2. It was so dumb, dude. Priestess got a Shoryuken. Something written on the wall. Thus one's life turns to riches. What was a bag of silver coins is now the number in a book. Yet fate hath no price. Ah, but do people know this? But yeah, that was interesting. When is it releasing? We don't know. I don't think anything has actually been confirmed. It's all rumors. Like, people were even spreading a rumor that it was going to be September 29th or some shit. Like, absolutely not. I don't even think we live in a world where that type of thing is possible anymore. Like, games somehow being able to stay completely under the radar without a single leak. Life insurance key. Like, it'd be cool if that were possible, but I don't think at all that it's coming out on September 29th. Like, it's very difficult for companies to keep things under wraps nowadays. Just a sec. Sorry about that, guys. I'm back. I'm glad they had foresight not to release it alongside Resident Evil 4 remake. Yeah, seriously, that would have been a fucking disaster. Because there's no way, as popular as Silent Hill still is in certain communities, there's no way in hell it was going to compete with RE4. Like, sorry, it's just not really. I don't know what that dude's doing in the corner. The end of that fairy tale. The king and his people shed tears at the death of a kind priestess. God took pity upon them, and granting their wishes, healed the priestess. The priestess opened her eyes just as she had done every morning of her life. She went once more to the monster's lair. Fool, you wish to die again? No, this time it's your turn. The priestess had come to defeat the monster once and for all. As the priestess was very kind, she felt sad about this task, but it had to be done. Swords and spears won't work. Arrows and bullets will just bounce off. You can't kill me, the monster laughed. But the priestess used neither sword nor spear. She chanted but a single spell. Tu fui ego eris. You know what happened then? The monster let out a huge cry and then died and vanished. Thus the villagers were able to use their gates once more. Everyone lavished their gratitude upon the priestess, and they all lived happily ever after. Oh, sorry. We actually read that in order, which is...
Tu fui ego eris. Weird writing. What was that?
Yeah, so this whole fairy tale thing is another reference to Silent Hill 1. It's the fairy tale that you find in the school, and you also read it out of order. About the giant lizard. And you eventually fight the giant lizard in the basement of the school. And then this is the beginning. And this lets you read. Oh. There is a way that you can go about this where it actually lets you read the entire thing from start to finish. That's if you didn't read it in order the first time. I need to save here because it's very common that the game crashes. Very common that the game crashes here, so gotta be careful. Okay, well, of course I would say that, and it just immediately makes a liar out of me. Cool game. Love it. When I heard it's not real, the plain woman came to my mind. Yeah, so I'm probably going to have to borrow a PS5 from my friend Tusk. He may even come down whenever that game comes out. If it comes out, like, January of next year, because the rumors are early 2024. Those are the rumors for Silent Hill 2 Remake. So if it does come out, that's probably when it'll be. The path is blocked. What's this doing here? It wasn't here when I passed by this morning. Even here, it followed me all the way back here, so close to my home. My home. My dad, is he okay? I'm sure he is. He must be. I've got to get home. I'm sure the back entrance to my apartment is near here. But yeah, if it comes out then, I'll probably just ask him if he can either bring his PS5 down or just stay here for... I don't know. It's going to be more than one stream, I would imagine. Unless I, like, request time off and we both have time off from work. Then we can actually just, you know, play it for like 2 straight days. But I'm definitely going to be playing it when it comes out. I'm not one of those people that's like really cynical about it. It's like, I refuse. No, I'm going to play it. Because I have to know, you know? I just have to know. If it's any good. And I want to support it because I want to see a remake in the future. Another one.
I'm home. Listen, something really crazy's going on. I think we should... Dad? Dad?
Dance with the Night Wind is the track here.
No! 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 No!
I thought that they were gonna go that route with the movie. You know, when there was like pre-release info getting released, I thought that Sean Bean was gonna be Harry Mason, but then they decided to make it Rose Da Silva, I think, and Chris Da Silva. Why? I have no idea. Well, Christoph Gans said that that was because they wanted to show a powerful female protagonist or something, but it's like, dude,
Did you do this?
there would have been one if with Silent Hill 3 anyway.
But why? Why?
And at that time in movies, they were very prevalent.
Revenge for 17 years ago, for one thing. If not for him, our dream would have come true. And then he took you away from us.
I'll get you for this!
There is another reason. To fill your heart with hatred. It must be this way. One day you'll understand why.
No, I'll never understand!
You must try to remember me, and your true self as well. You will birth a god, and build an eternal paradise.
Yeah, Claudia's lack of eyebrows are the creepiest thing about her. And just the way she's dressed, like just wearing the cult robe pretty much and nothing else.
He's the one who killed your father. I merely gave the order. So, what will you do? I'll be waiting where all begins. In the town of Silent Hill.
Okay, so we actually want the shotgun for this fight. There's a good strategy for this, and I'm also going to put on the bulletproof vest. Hey, welcome on in, Mac. I fucked it up, dude. We had it so well. Oh, I got him. You piece of shit. Oh, that would have killed me, I think, maybe. Dude, I keep hitting him. That should be death. There we go. We're just gonna stand there looking at his corpse, I guess. Like he's 100% dead. Uh-oh. I just had to seal the deal. Why was that so loud, by the way? Holy shit, that was loud.
I don't know what to say.
Then don't say anything. I'm fine, so just get out of here and leave me alone already!
Calm down. I just...
Calm down? How am I supposed to do that? My father is dead! He's murdered!
Yep, we're on Silent Hill 3 now, Meg. You saw Bert
Out!
Kreischer? Isn't it Kershire or
It's
something?
all your fault! If it weren't for you,
I'm sorry.
then go!
If it'll make you feel better, I will.
Look at that shadow, dude. Literally looks like a claymation. Hers looks fine compared to that.
Is he okay like this?
What else can I do? There's no one here to give him a decent burial. I'm sorry, Dad.
What do you do now?
I'm going to Silent Hill.
What's in Silent Hill?
I don't know.
Do you think it's safe?
Of course it isn't. I don't know what kind of hell is waiting for me there, but I've got no other choice. I don't care about God or paradise. If that's what she believes, then fine. But she won't get away with what she did.
I just saw you said she probably has a rocking bod. What are we talking about? Good question.
When I find her, I'll kill her myself.
Revenge doesn't solve anything.
Maybe not, but that's what I'm going to do.
How are you gonna get there?
None of your business.
I'll give you a ride.
I don't need your help.
Yeah, but it's too far to walk. Besides, I'm partly responsible for this. I'll bring the car around back. Come by and we'll finish saying goodbye.
You know, you might die too.
That's fine. Nobody's gonna cry over my grave.
I'll find that woman and make her pay. I promise I will. I wonder if my dad would be mad at me for thinking that way. Well, that's not hers. This is hers. You notice again, she said she hates mirrors and there's no mirror in here. It's just a clear medicine cabinet. Nice bit of continuity. And the mirror here is closed too. I don't remember exactly when, but I think I got this doll at a garage sale. I still like it, but there's nothing I can do with it right now. I'm exhausted, but I don't think I can sleep now. Besides, Douglas should be waiting for me outside. It's just a movie poster. This is my dresser. I don't need to change. I'll leave it alone. Dad, why did you have to die? You told me you were the strongest man in the world. Liar. There's no need to go back on the roof. That monster is dead now. Oh, sorry, my light. It shuts off after 3 hours. Let me fix that. Lore-wise, that's cool, but it's probably because limited resources or for reflections. No, I think Silent Hill 2 had reflections. It's just a regular TV. There's nothing different about it. Photos and pictures, they aren't particularly meaningful. There's nothing to do in the kitchen. I'm not hungry at all. Who could eat something in a situation like this? I can't reach anybody, not the police or the church. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Silent Hill 2 had some form of reflections in it, if I'm not wrong. Just a sec, I gotta use the bathroom really quick. I'll be right back.
I just met some guy named Vincent.
Vincent?
He's a friend of yours, right?
I'm not sure.
He said when we get to Silent Hill to look for a guy named Leonard. And he gave me this map. What do you want to do?
We can't trust him, but we've got no other choice.
Here, take this too.
What's this?
Your father was holding it. Started raining. Are you sleeping?
I'm awake.
You cold? What's the deal with Silent Hill anyway? It used to be a nice, quiet little town. But now...
You've been there?
Yeah, but having one or two doesn't mean they want to do it for every area. The intro to 2 had one in that bathroom in the beginning and in the Angela knife room, but not much else. Yeah.
Never did find him. But I'll tell you, that's one screwed up town. My line of work, you hear a lot of nasty rumors.
I was born and raised there.
Sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong. Yeah, they probably did omit them whenever they could for that reason. Letter from Lost Days is the track here.
Anyway, I thought you grew up in Portland. What's wrong? Feeling sick?
My head's pounding like the worst hangover ever.
Maybe you're car sick.
No. I'm just trying to remember. My childhood. Something terrible happened in Silent Hill 17 years ago. A woman named Dahlia. She tried to summon the ancient god of the town. She offered up her very own daughter.
What'd you get, Doc?
That's crazy.
Maybe so, but it worked. The girl gave birth to a god. You see, that girl had special powers.
Powers?
Her classmates called her a witch. She could make things happen with her mind. She could kill people just by wishing for it. But in the end, that god was killed by a single person. My father, Harry Mason. I guess it wasn't much of a god if it could be killed by a human being. But I think Claudia's trying to do the same thing again. And I've been chosen as the sacrifice.
You've got some kind of
Now that
power.
separate ways exist, they put 84%. Oh no.
the god was killed, the girl reappeared. She was holding a baby in her arms. Before she died, she gave the baby to my father. He loved me just like I was his very own daughter. Even though he didn't know who or what I was.
Yeah, it's one of the best songs in the whole game for sure. No doubt about it.
I never had a chance to tell you how happy you made me.
And then Breeze and Monochrome Night right here.
I'm gonna head for that Leonard guy's house. You check out the hospital. You got the map, right?
Yeah,
You gonna be okay alone?
I'm not a child, you know. Are you sure it's not you who's afraid to be alone?
You're right. I am afraid. I'm 50-something years old. I ain't never seen nothing like this. I still feel like I'm dreaming.
More like a nightmare, I'd say.
Yeah. I want to wake up and have a smoke already. Meet me back here when you're finished looking around the hospital. Okay?
Roger.
That's gotta be a coincidence, but still, that's pretty weird. Who could have done this? Oh yeah, Doc, you gotta do an OG RE4 playthrough now, dude. See, your perspective is interesting because you actually played the remake first. I'm tired, but it's no time to sleep. I'm gonna head for the hospital. Oh yeah, here's one of the notepads. You can see the notepad is the exact same. We can't read what's on it, but later on we'll be able to. Alright, so we are officially in Silent Hill. You can see the fog is a little bit thicker in this game. I'm also going to turn off, or I'm going to remove the bulletproof vest so we can run a little bit faster. But yeah, the fog is a little bit thicker, a little bit more pale in this game than it was in 2. Definitely thicker though. You can tell like it covers every inch of the screen this time around. It might be thicker for how it's getting more corrupt. Yeah, that's not a bad theory. We can actually go into Heaven's Night. I don't think we can go into the bowling alley, but we can definitely go into Heaven's Night. It's down this road. Yep. There's no music, unfortunately, but you get shotgun shells, And you can read this. This was in the hotel inside, or the apartments in Silent Hill 2. I'd forgotten it, but it's true. Silent Hill was originally a resort town. Welcome to Silent Hill. Silent Hill, a quiet little lakeside resort town. We're happy to have you. Take some time out of your busy schedules and enjoy a nice, restful vacation here. Row after row of quaint old houses, a gorgeous mountain landscape, and a lake which shows different sides of its beauty with the passing of the day, from sunrise to late afternoons to sunset. Silent Hill will move you and fill you with a feeling of deep peace. I hope your time here will be pleasant and your memories will last forever. Editor Roger Widmark. Yeah. Well, yeah, what Hot Sauce is talking about is I talk about this in a video I made for YouTube actually, but there was a fucking rumor that in Silent Hill 2, where Maria is with you when you come into Heaven's Night, there was a rumor that if you go up to a very like fucking pixel wide part of the stage and press a very long button sequence, you could actually get her to do a pole dance for you. And it was so stupid. It was just one of those rumors that was complete bullshit that people spread around like the GameFAQs forums and stuff. It is absolutely not true, but people were spreading that rumor constantly, and people would even be like, oh my god, I got it to happen, guys. OMG. And everybody be like, oh, post proof. And then they would just never post it. Or they would give some bullshit excuse about tech support issues. It's a flyer from a club. It shows a woman with long black hair. The return of Lady Maria from 8 p.m. on the 27th. There's a high risk of crashing in town here, so I'm going to save. It just says theater. It doesn't even say Heaven's Night. You know, when I do Silent Hill story playthroughs, I should also do the sub scenario from here on out. Because I've only ever played through the Maria chapter before I started saving VODs. So the VOD of me playing through that is not even saved. So I should do that someday. Yeah, we do need to play Shattered Memories again, that's for sure. I want to get a Wii. I want to get a Wii again so we can play the better version of that. Because the PS2 version was pretty ass, I'm not going to lie. It was pretty bad. Now, the thing that a lot of people get wrong about Silent Hill is every Western Silent Hill has had the same nurses, which are called the bubblehead nurses, that are the ones from 2, where they have like the head that's wrapped in bandages. They have the head that's wrapped in bandages and the cleavage, because they were meant to look more sexual, or to be more sexualized in Silent Hill 2, but the nurses look different in both 1 and 3, and 4. So that's something that Western developers get wrong, is they always make them look like Silent Hill 2 nurses when they don't need to. Really. They don't understand that each individual game had its own style of nurse. Like, they look totally different in this than they did in 2, but that's fine. We can't expect them to know these things. There's stuff written on the whiteboard, but none of it really matters to me. Well, we can expect them to know these things. They just don't give a fuck. It's one of these. SH1 had doctors and nurses, both hunchback healthcare providers. Yeah. Yeah, it had some weird-ass nurses and doctors in it. It's one of these. There's a room with a plant in it, not this one. But there's a room with a plant in it that we need to go into on this floor. There it is. It's just a flower pot, nothing special. I don't even know what kind of plant it is. Look how realistic those leaves are, by the way. That's one of the most oddly realistic things in the game. Picture of a flower in a vase. Nice, but whatever. There must have been kids here too then. I played with dolls like this when I was a child too. It really takes me back. The movie had sexy bobblehead nurses. All the games gonna have sexy boobified bobblehead nurses. Yep. Homecoming did as well. They literally are referred to as movie nurses for that reason. Because they just ripped off the Silent Hill 2 nurses and put them in that game. The day has finally come. That's right. The day when you and I will meet. I was always thinking of you here in this gloomy cell. I never even knew your name or face until today. But now I know. I know you're the one I've been waiting for. And haven't you been waiting for me too? That's why you came to rescue me. Oh, how I love you, Heather. I want to give you my prize doll I made to commemorate our meeting, the start of this everlasting love. Ah, I can already see your smiling face. Stanley Coleman. Yeah, this is one of the weirder subplots in this game, but also one of the scarier ones. It's something that I realized growing up was tougher for me to understand as a guy, but you know, I've heard from a lot of women that I know and a lot of other female streamers that have played this game that this is one of the scariest parts for them because this guy automatically gives major stalker vibes and it only gets worse from here. I mean, the first one was somewhat innocent, but they get really, really disturbing later. I've got 27 shotgun shells. Let's try to fight him with this. Oh, this is actually pretty good. Yeah, this is good for the nurses. Nope. Said goodbye. The organization has me shut up in here. They mean to break my will to make me forget about all that. But I'll stay here even if they throw me... But I'll stay sane even if they throw me in here with lunatics. How about if I stick this to the wall? That would be worthless. You can peel it off with, can't you? With that junk those nasty wenches won't stop using. If a thing has no meaning, there's no reason for it to exist at all, just as you exist for me. But why haven't you taken my doll with you? Ah, my gift must have embarrassed you. How cute you are, Heather. Stanley Coleman. Now, if we look at the doll, she says, disgusting. I won't touch that with a 10-foot pole. A lot of things stuck to the wall. A cookie, a toothbrush, a spoon, a Christmas card, a clock. Whoever it was probably used glue, but why do this in the first place? There's a key glued to the wall. I'd love to take it with me, but it's really stuck tight. I can't even pull it off. Yeah, so we're going to have to go find nail polish remover to get that off. Oh yeah, so it's opposite in this game. So in Silent Hill 3, the elevator is working from the beginning, whereas in 2, you had to find the elevator key. And also, the staircase is locked in this game, whereas it's open from the beginning in 2. And there's no enemies on the second floor like there is in 2. This is the one that has the locker rooms for men and women. Oh yeah, here's another. You may not yet have realized your own true feelings, but you sense them unconsciously, and so you're trying to get closer to me. That's a virtue, the path to paradise. If the door's locked, open it. Use the password for the prison gates. I've forgotten his name. Anyway, that quack has it posted. He should be here too. I mean, 4 numbers would have been good enough, but he kept on going. Isn't it a shame? I'm not there. Aren't you irritated? I long for you, but you're so cruel. Still, I want you, Heather. Yeah, no shotgun in the locker this time. I forget what the perfume actually does. Like, what does it do? This stuff smells a little strange. That's all she says. I wonder what that does. I've always been curious. I don't think of all the times I've ever played this game, I don't think I've ever once used the perfume. Like, why does it let you equip it? And where would you be able to use it on? I don't know. Maybe it's one of the extra endings that you use it with. There's a typewritten memo posted here. What's this supposed to mean? The first is larger than the second twice the third smaller than the fourth is half the first. I think it's 6483. Oh, that wouldn't be possible. Okay. Uh, 713. All right. One of them has a fucking revolver. I don't think any of the nurses in 2 had revolvers, but yeah, now there's enemies out here. I need to go back to the first floor. We'll use that nail polish remover. And I need to start saving because my first time playing this modded version, it just has some weird spots where it just keeps crashing, and the hospital is one of them. Like, especially after the transition happens here, it crashes a lot, so it's best to just keep saving pretty frequently. What is the... Oh, yeah, it's in the patient wing. I don't know what I was thinking. Very last room. I already killed all the nurses in here, so this should give us access to the stairwell. Which we need to go down to the bottom and then use the camera. Fucking like cinnamon bun stuck on there too. It's so weird. Oh yeah, I think we need to read this. There should be another one near the roof we can read. One more. Yeah. I also like the rooftop. It makes me want to fly. You too? But yeah, the reason why we need to go to the basement is because if we use the camera behind a shelf, it'll actually give us the code to get in that 3rd floor patient wing. Yeah, so we have no fucking idea what happened down here, but there's a bunch of bullets everywhere. Blood all over the place, bloody handprints going into the elevator. Part of me wants to peek in, but then it's a little creepy too. And this wheelchair here. This is a combination that actually changes every single time you play. One of the things they did to increase replay value. So you can't just run through and guess everything. You actually have to do the puzzles again. Or find the right items, I guess I should say. 1583. And there's a lot of different combinations. There's like 9 or something like that. Different combinations that it can be. I guess they must be in that elevator. Oh yeah, there's a clip here too. Submachine gun bullets. All right. Yeah, I'm sorry for the shorter one tonight, you guys, but I do need to go ahead and call it. I have to be an adult, and I have a lot of stuff I got to get taken care of. So, what I'm going to do is, since Separate Ways is out now, on Friday, I'm going to finish this game, and then we'll start playing Separate Ways. So, either way, I do appreciate everybody hanging out tonight, though. It's been fucking awesome. So, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Well, I pressed the wrong fucking button, first of all. We're going to break the chains on room 302 over there with the keys of liberation, and I will talk to you guys Friday night, finishing this, and then playing Separate Ways. It's going to be awesome, so I will see you then. Goodbye.